my first tier list of the stream. As y'all know, I do FNAF content for long form videos, long term videos, and I do max modes and all that. But I haven't given my honest opinion on all of the mainline FNAF games from the original franchise. So this is gonna be the first tier list. So in terms of, so it goes from the first game all the way up to Pop Goes Arcade for some reason. Even though, to be fair though, the Fazbear Fanverse Initiative is considered canon now to the actual mainline games. So, but let's do this. So first off, we have the first game, extremely iconic. This game blew up the indie horror genre in a way that no one's ever seen before. This game, it was huge. It was huge back in 2014, and this game started what we now know today as one of the most iconic indie horror franchises of all time. Nothing will be able to beat the impact that the first game had on the horror gaming genre in general. But is it my favorite game of the franchise? Definitely not. It's still a very good game, but I'm gonna have to give it an A tier. It's a solid game, very impactful. It's just something about this game that gives like nostalgia. I remember playing this on my phone a very long time ago. Yeah, when I was it was years ago. I was just playing this on my old iPad. And it just like those days. I want to go back to those days because that was the best time. Those were the best times of my life. But yeah, so the first FNAF game, easily an A tier. So second, we got Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the sequel, the sequel in the series, but pretty much a prequel to this game because, of course, it happens in the past. Either way, the second game for me is one of my favorites, if not my favorite game. Like everything about this game, the mask mechanic, the music box. Music box was a little bit annoying. The animatronic designs were great. 1020 mode is probably one of the worst things I've ever done. One of the hardest things I've ever done in terms of FNAF stuff. But in terms of like gameplay and overall like horror elements, it gets an S tier. People can fight me on this, I don't care. But this game's horror elements carry it throughout the entire thing. I absolutely loved the second game, and I think it deserves an S tier. Now we have the third game, Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Very, very underrated in my opinion. No, people underrate this game so much, it's insane. I mean, like the whole idea of just only one animatronic can kill you and the rest can just make you go pretty much crazy whenever they jump scare you. They're just phantoms. I love that concept. And that was a concept that a lot of people really unappreciated, but I enjoyed it. I thought the third game was great. So in terms of gameplay and horror, I'm gonna give the third game an A. An A. Oh, there's 5 people in here. Hey Jacob, good to see you. But yeah, FNAF 3 gets an A tier from me. This game it's heavily underrated and it's definitely up there. Next up is Five Nights at Freddy's 4. An easy S. No question. This game was hands down the most terrifying out of the first 4. Being stuck in a bedroom and these, I'll admit, the most terrifying designs out of all the games with the nightmares. The nightmares were absolutely horrifying to look at. Especially Nightmare Fredbear, dude. He was insanely terrifying. Loved this game so much. The mini games were good. I remember when everyone thought that the Night 5 cutscene with when Evan gets his head bit off, or his head crushed. Everyone thought back then that that was the bite of 87. Was that the bite of 87? Yep. So either way, overall, especially with the lore too, this game is an easy S tier. One of my favorite games, if not my favorite in the franchise. Now, from this point onwards, it gets a bit more controversial. So I'm gonna go in order here. I'm not gonna do UCN yet. I'm gonna go sister location. So sister location, I enjoyed it. I thought it was cool. I liked the lore elements. In terms of horror, it definitely wasn't as scary as the first 4 games, but in terms of lore, I really liked it. I love the designs, the free roam aspect of this game, and I personally, it was a solid game. Definitely not as good as the main 4, but I'll give it a B. It was a solid game. Really enjoyed it. Next up is Pizzeria Simulator. In terms of lore, this game is an S tier all fucking day. But in terms of the actual gameplay, it's a B. It's like a B tier, dude. It's like a B tier. It's not. It's definitely the most boring gameplay out of the first main 6 games. But never played it yet, even though I have it downloaded on my iPad. Oh, Pizzeria Simulator? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the differences between this game and the other 5 is that this game was free on Game Jolt. Yeah, this one was free on Game Jolt and on Steam. But the one thing that carries this game is the lore, and especially the canon ending. The lore behind everything that happened with the canon ending carries this game so hard. But yeah, so Pizzeria Simulator, FNAF 6, B tier. Now, Ultimate Custom Night. I mean, it's good. I'll give it an A. I really enjoyed it because of how many animatronics there were in this game. It was very hectic. And I mean, yes, there's not much lore, but that's not really the point of this game. It's like more of like, hey, look, these are all the animatronics that you've seen throughout the past couple of years, and now they're all merged into this one free game. So I liked it, but it definitely can't compare to the other ones that are up here. But it's still a very fun game though. Now let's just get this one over with. FNAF World. I'm giving it a fucking S. FNAF World was so much fun, man. I love this game so much. Like, I know Scott hated FNAF World, but it's so unappreciated. This game is such a treat to look at. It's so visually appealing. Yes, I mean, yes. Compare the designs of these guys to like the terrifying designs from the previous games, but the tune style I love. I'm a sucker for games like this. So an easy S. Now, next up is Help Wanted. I want to give this an S, man. I want to give this an S, but I'll give it an A. It's close to S, but it's not really there. The reason why this game is as high as it is because it's literally it's a VR FNAF game. How is that not scary? That's horrifying if you think about it. This game is so much cooler in VR. It's so much scarier in VR. Yes, it's just like you're replaying every single like a bunch of different like nights and mini games from the main games, but it's so much scarier because it's in VR. I played this and really freaked me out when I first played it. So, yeah, A tier for Help Wanted. Now, FNAF AR, this is a D. This is a D. This game is not good. I don't know what they were thinking making this. I mean, it was a cool concept at first, but like it was not nailed at all. So, does it deserve an F? It's not the worst game ever, but it's definitely down there. I don't like it. Now, these two games, you got Freddy in Space and Fury's Rage. These are two games I have not played, so I'll just put those in C. Security Breach. Still playing through Security Breach. I actually want to restart. I actually want to restart Security Breach and then play that on stream. Eventually, just play through the entire game on stream. That'd be very fun. But Security Breach overall, throughout what I've played so far, it's okay. It's definitely okay. I know this game is very controversial in the community because of how many bugs it had on launch, but I personally I do like the designs. I love Sun and Moon. And overall, I mean, the issue though that I had with this was the Pizzaplex, man. It was like too much of an open space, and it kept boring very quickly. But it's fine. It's solid. I'll give it a B. And then Pop Goes Arcade. I also haven't played this, so I'll give that a C. So this is my FNAF tier list. This is my FNAF tier list. Do you guys agree with some of these picks, or I mean, do you guys agree or disagree? But this is my overall opinion. If you have a different opinion, I completely understand. But this is my Five Nights at Freddy's main games tier list. Oh yeah, Secret of the Mimic. Um, good point there, Jacob. I haven't played Secret of the Mimic yet, so for the time being, that's gonna go in C. I haven't played Secret of the Mimic yet, but whenever I do, I will put that somewhere else. But in the meantime, Secret of the Mimic will go C because I haven't played it. So there we go. That is the first tier list. All right. Oh, 215 subs, guys. Thank you. I just realized I got 215 subs now. All right. What should the next tier list be? Oh yeah, we had a crap ton of snow. Um, yeah, cause me and my buddy Jacob, we live around the exact same area, so we've had like almost the exact same amount of snow. It's pretty crazy, honestly. It sucks. Oh, hey Clyde, good to see you. All right, guys. A brand tier list. Okay, that could be interesting, actually. Rank all the atoms. That could actually be interesting too. We'll do a brand tier list first. Just an overall brand tier list? I'm trying to find a tier list that has like a bunch of different brands. And it's hard to find a brand tier list. Oh, guys, hold on one second. I think my mother is home, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. That was a false alarm. So, yeah, I think we'll do a fast food tier list instead. Alright, here we go. Alright, next tier list is the fast food tier list. So I guarantee a lot of these are going to go into never had, because I've only had a certain amount of these. So here we go. So first off is A&W. It is here where I live, but I mean, I have it every so often. Is it good? Yes. Insanely good. The best. They have some of the best burgers. They have great fries. Overall, it's just quality food. So Arby's is next. I've never had Arby's. They don't have it here. Baja Fresh is the same. Never had it. Blimpie is the same. Never had it. Like Bojangles, never had. Boston Market, never had. Now Burger King. I've had Burger King before. It's a C. It's, I mean, if you want to have something to like just for the calories, then Burger King is an option. There's definitely much better options out there, but it's like middle of the pack for me. Raising Cane's never had because it's not here where I live. Carl's Jr. is the same. Checkers is the same. Chick-fil-A is the same. Chipotle is the same. Church's Chicken is the same. Cookout is the same. Culver's is the same. Del Taco is the same. Denny's, D. It's not the best. I've not had many good experiences with the people there. The food is okay, it's just the experience there is bad. The experience there is pretty fucking awful. Alright, hello to everybody who's still here. And people who are joining in. Okay, Domino's, okay. Domino's, in terms of pizza, it's good quality pizza. It's a B tier for me. Is it the best pizza I've ever had? No, but does it work? Oh hell yeah. I enjoy Domino's. They have some good quality pizza. The garlic fingers are good. Is it the best? No, but it's high up there. Dairy Queen, their blizzards are fucking S tier, but overall, like food overall, they're a B. Definitely a B. The blizzards put them high up there. Their blizzards are good quality ice cream. Uh, their chicken tenders are alright. Their burgers are okay. Overall, good food. Alright, El Polo Loco, whatever. Never had this. Because it's not here. Firehouse, not here. Five Guys is fucking S, the best. Oh my god, is Five Guys good? I've had it twice. Twice, and it's been fantastic every single time. Their fries are amazing. Their burgers are juicy as hell. Like holy fuck. Like the only issue I have with Five Guys is the fucking is the price you got to pay for a meal. You need to have like quite a bit of cash on you if you want to get some Five Guys. Is it worth the money? Absolutely. But is it good quality food? Yeah, you're paying a hefty buck for some good quality food. So yeah, the best all day. IHOP, it's not here. In-N-Out's the same. Jack in the Box is the same. Jersey Mike's the same. Jimmy John's is the same. Jollibee is the same. Okay, KFC. KFC is an interesting one. Um, I'll give it a B. I will always love their chicken, and their chicken sandwiches are very good, actually. And I've always loved their popcorn chicken, especially when I was younger. Their popcorn chicken always slapped. But I'm gonna give it a B. It's solid. Little Caesars, same thing. It's it is the yes, it is a cheap pizza chain, but it's good for what you're paying for. So I'll give it a B. I haven't had it much. I usually have it with my friends, but that's really it. I like Little Caesars B. Long John Silver's, haven't had it because it's not here. I would probably give it an F tier because I know Long John Silver's is very hated. McDonald's. Everyone knows McDonald's. Is it the best? No. It's solid though. I will always love the McFlurries. Their fries are usually a hit for me. It's just McDonald's has it stayed relevant? Yes, but it's definitely not as good as it used to be. Moe's, never had, it's not here. This Noodles place, never had. Panda Express, not here. Panera, not here. There's no Papa John's here either. PDQ, never had because it's not here. Penn Station, never had, it's not here. Never had Pizza Hut because it's... there is like one Pizza Hut here where I live, but I've never had it. There's no Popeyes here either. Portillo's, never had. Not here. Not here. Not here. I don't think I've had this before. No, I haven't had that before. Roy Rogers, never had that either. How's there 6 people in here? Barrow, it's not here either. That's not here either. Shake Shack's not here either. Not here either. Not here either. Bold of you to put McDonald's above Burger King. Yeah, because it's a straight up truth. McDonald's will always be above Burger King. Always. Yes, Burger King is decent. It's decent. It's like it's the most like middle of the pack fast food you can get, but McDonald's will always be above it. Fight me. Sonic, not here. Not here. Okay, Subway. Finally one that's actually where I live. I've always loved Subway. It's expensive, but I've always loved Subway. B. I will always love their pizza subs. Pizza subs always hit. Swenson's not here. We have a Taco Bell here now, but I haven't had it yet because it's still very busy there. That's not here either. Neither is this. There's no Waffle House. No Wawa. Oh, Wendy's. I'm being honest. This might be a hot take, but Wendy's is up there with these guys. I fucking love Wendy's. Their Frosties hit, their burgers hit. Like they just know how to do good quality food. I will always love Wendy's. Now, Whataburger not here. White Castle not here. Wiener Schnitzel not here. And the rest of these aren't here where I live. So, yeah, I know you guys might be like, yeah, you definitely haven't had much on this tier list. Yeah, to be fair though, majority of these like chains are like American chains, which kind of sucks because I'm Canadian. But these are the only ones that are actually here in my area that I've had before. So it's unfortunate, yes, but Yeah, so this is my fast food tier list. I really wish there was more of these on here that I had, but unfortunately not. So there we go. That's my fast food tier list. I will stand by my opinions on all of these, especially Wendy's being above McDonald's and Burger King. I will always stand by that opinion. All right, there we go. That is that's the second tier list of the stream. All right, what tier list should we do next? Okay, let me see. Rank every Pixar movie. Oh, I cannot wait for this one. Oh, this is gonna be a good tier list. I cannot wait for this one. All right. So yeah, we're going off. All right, so this is a good one because it includes the newest Pixar movie, which is Elio. All right, this is gonna be probably my favorite tier list of the stream so far. So here we go. The Pixar movie tier list. And look at that, we got the first four Toy Story films to rank first. I'm gonna rank these in order, by the way. So here we go. So the first Toy Story, S tier. Do I even need to explain why this is an S tier? This this was the first ever Pixar film, the first ever computer animated film. This film was this is what started Pixar's skyrocket to success. This is how we got introduced to Woody, Buzz, everybody that we love today. This movie started it all. I love Sid in this movie. He was hilarious. And I'll admit, when you look at this movie and compare it to one like Toy Story 4, you can just see how far animation has come. You can see how far animation has come when you look at both these movies back to back. But yeah, either way, the first Toy Story is an instant S tier. Now, Toy Story 2, I'm going to be honest, this might be controversial, but I'm giving it an A. Yes, was it a great movie? Absolutely, but I didn't like it as much as the first one. The second movie, we did get Jesse, and of course the great plot twist with the prospector. We also had Zurg as well, and the two Buzzes, the decoy Buzz. Well, no, it wasn't really a decoy Buzz. It was just a Buzz that took over and replaced the actual Buzz for like a little bit of the movie. But either way, it was a great movie. It wasn't as impacting as the first movie was for me, because the first movie gives me so much memories every single time I watch it. Still very good though. Still very good. Now, Toy Story 3, an instant fucking S tier. I don't need to explain why. This movie should have ended the entire Toy Story trilogy, the entire franchise. This is a perfect way to end it off. Perfect way to end off Andy's story. and also gave us the best villain with Lotso, and the Sunnyside Daycare was a great location for this film. Like, and also also like the whole incinerator scene was so emotionally impactful. I just loved this movie so much. And being honest, I could put. I'm being honest. A hot take. I I'm actually it's close, but this might be a little bit over the first one for me because this movie was such an emotional roller coaster. So there we go. Toy Story 3, instant S tier. Now Toy Story 4, I'm and personally me, I'm giving it a C. I didn't like Toy Story 4 that much, being honest. Yes, was it cool having another Toy Story film? Yes. But after what they did with Toy Story 3, I was wondering how were they going to continue the story? Like, Andy's story was already finished. But then they had Forky, which I did like Forky. I liked Forky. I liked Bo Peep coming back. But the ending, which if you haven't seen the movie, I'm not going to say what the ending is, but the ending, it just really threw this movie off for me. I'm being entirely honest. It's not the worst. Definitely not the worst, but I did not like it that much. So, C tier. A Bug's Life. Honestly, this is a B tier for me. A Bug's Life was a decent movie. It was very very interesting seeing this whole plot with the grasshoppers and the ants. It was a cool concept, and I also liked the build up throughout the entire movie with the bird, the grasshoppers taking on the ants at the end, and also Hopper getting eaten because Hopper does get eaten at the end of this movie, the villain. It was a very interesting movie. It was decent. I liked it. So B tier. All right, Monsters Inc. S. S. This movie just speaks words to me. Words. That I loved I loved the story here where Sully and Mike have to find out how to hide this child that every other monster thinks is toxic. And of course, Sully thinks that at the beginning when he sees Boo, but then everything that follows afterwards is incredibly well written, and I also animation top notch here. And again, if you want to compare Monsters Inc. to Monsters University back to back, you're going to see how well and like how far animation has come. And speaking of that, Monsters University. I watched this a whole lot more than Monsters Inc. Being honest, but it's an A for me. Very good movie, very solid. It definitely can't beat the original Monsters Inc. But I love the fact that this was basically a prequel as to how Mike and Sully met, how they eventually started working on the scare floor at the end, and also like the whole like campus idea, the whole university idea, the scare games. Very well done. Really liked it. So there we go. Another A tier. Finding Nemo. One movie that I have only watched like once or twice. I've only watched the movie once or twice. I'm being honest, it's a B. It's okay. And same thing with Finding Dory. Both these movies are like middle of the pack for me. I've definitely watched Finding Dory a lot more than Finding Nemo, but both these movies don't have like the biggest like impact on me as they used to, especially Finding Dory. I will admit, Finding Dory's story is definitely a lot sadder and definitely a lot more emotional than Finding Nemo's. But Finding Nemo just had like a better like aesthetic feel to it, and it felt like a lot more like original because this was just a sequel to that. So either way, both these movies are middle of the pack, B tier. Now, The Incredibles, the first Incredibles movie. S. S. The first Incredibles was so good, man. Ugh. This movie will always be up there for me. But The Incredibles 2, B. Main reason why I'm giving The Incredibles 2, I the reason why Incredibles 2 is B tier for me is because this movie was like it took them too long to make the sequel. And the way that they did it with the villain, it just wasn't the best, being honest. I love Syndrome a whole lot more with the first film. So, yeah, I will heavily stand by my opinion. Incredibles 2 is middle of the pack, but the first one is top tier. Now the three Cars movies are next. The first Cars is the best one out of all of them. Honestly, the first Cars is the best one out of all of them. It's an A tier. Solid movie, actually had a cool racing feel to it, because that's literally what the movie's about, racing. And I also love the ending as well. Very solid movie. Cars 2, I'll always stand by my opinion. I always stand by my opinion here. This movie was dog shit. I just didn't like this movie at all. Why? Because why are cars? Why is the main plot a top secret plot when the first movie was about racing and the main plot in the second one was top secret when racing was a subplot? It didn't make any sense to me. I did like that Mater got the spotlight here, but that's really it. That's all I liked about this. What was the spotlight that Mater got? The action was pretty cool, but I just hate the fact that the top secret theme was the main plot. That's the only reason why I don't like this movie. Cars 3 on the other hand, it's middle of the pack. It's okay. I did like the whole plot of Lightning McQueen having to retire because all of these new and improved cars are overtaking him and are faster than him. And then he gets trained by Cruz, which I'll be honest, Cruz, I did not like her. She was annoying as fuck. But I did like the whole idea of Lightning McQueen having to retire because of like cars like Jackson Storm. It was definitely a much better concept than Cars 2, in my opinion. It's pretty dark since some of the cars in the movie actually die. I mean, yeah, in Cars 2, yeah, some of the cars do actually end up dying because the all in all. I will admit that idea with the all in all, like being like this alternate fuel that can also pretty much kill you if an electromagnetic pulse hits it. That's pretty scary. But still, I still think it's a D tier. I will stand by that opinion till the end of time. Now, Ratatouille. Ooh, Ratatouille, that's a hard one. I mean, being honest, this movie has grown on me. It really has. So I'll give it an S. This movie's really grown on me. I've liked it more and more throughout the years. So I'll give it I'll give it an S. Also, I do love the food critic as well. The food critic is a top tier character in this film, and I love it. I love like his entire his little flashback that he has when he takes a bite out of the ratatouille dish. Very well done. All right, Wall-E, another S. This movie was beautifully animated. What can I say? The animation of this movie was majestic. I fucking love the animation. The story is even better. It's an emotional roller coaster. It's up there. It's really up there for me. And I love the dynamic between Wall-E and Eve or Evie, whatever. Their dynamic also carried the film. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. Easy S. Now here comes my favorite film of all time. Up a fucking S. This movie is my favorite film of all time. Why? It's probably one of the most emotional Pixar films ever made. Number one. This movie's plot is so upsetting, yet so good. This old man attaching all these balloons to his house to fulfill his wife's dream, his dead wife's dream of going to Paradise Falls. And with of course Russell. Russell was the best part of this film besides the plot. Russell was hilarious. I will always love him. Also, Charles Muntz, he's a definition of never meet your heroes. And I loved his descent into like insanity and like craze because he searched for years for that one bird that everyone thought was fake. And then what do Carl and Russell do? They find that fucking bird and he goes insane. Very good movie. My favorite movie of all time, an instant S. Now, why is Incredibles 2 and Cars 2 and this Cars 3? Because I'll admit, reason why I didn't like Incredibles 2, it took them too long to make the sequel, and the whole plot just wasn't that wasn't as like flat like wasn't like as like sought out as the first movie's plot was. And Cars 3, it was the middle of the pack movie. The first Cars movie will always be the best one. That's why. Now, yeah, but either way, up tier, easy S. Brave. Honestly, a B. I enjoyed Brave. I watched it once and I completely forgot about it. It's a forgetful movie, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Do you know what? I'll move Cars 3 down one tier to C tier. I think actually I think it deserves C tier a little bit more because it just wasn't as good as these movies up here in B, or like as solid. Yeah, Brave was pretty forgetful, but not a bad movie by any means. It was actually pretty decent. And I love the medieval. I love the fact that this takes place in medieval times. So yeah, Brave is a B. Now here we go. Probably my most controversial ones of the entire tier list. Both these movies get a fucking S. I don't care what anyone says. The first movie is so relatable, and so is the second one. I just didn't think that Cars 3 was the best. I didn't think Cars 3 was the best. It's definitely better than Cars 2, but if you want to compare it to a movie like I don't know, A Bug's Life or Brave, it can't even compare. But anyways, yeah, Inside Out and Inside Out 2, easy S's. I don't care what anyone says. These movies are top tier because number one, they're both insanely relatable, and number two, they have great messages. The first movie is that everyone needs sadness. You always need emotion to be human. And we see that towards the end of the film when sadness comes back and saves Riley, which was very well written. And then Inside Out 2, I have anxiety myself, so I absolutely adored anxiety in this film. And Maya Hawke voiced her insanely well. Props to her. I also loved Embarrassment, Envy, and everyone else. Great. This movie was. I was waiting for the sequel for a long time, and then when they finally revealed it, I was so happy. I watched it, and I was even happier. What a good movie. So, yeah, Inside Out 2. Also, that panic attack scene, the best thing Pixar has done in the past 5 years. Period. All right. Now, I do have a lot of S tier, but can you blame me, guys? It's Pixar. All right, The Good Dinosaur. People hate on this movie too much, dude. Okay, do you know what? I'm putting Cars 2 back at B. Thinking about it now, it doesn't deserve. It's not definitely not as bad as Toy Story 4. But yeah, people overhate this movie so much. Honestly, people overhate this movie so much. In my opinion, it wasn't bad. It's like I would give it like either like bottom B tier or top of C tier. This movie is insanely overhated. It wasn't bad by all means. It was just one of Pixar's weakest films of the past 10 years. And yeah, one of their weakest. Put it in C tier. Yeah. Yeah, it's like top of C tier. Top of C tier. It's definitely not as bad as what I thought Toy Story 4 was. These movies are like close to the same for me, and that's a hot take. Coco, dude, come on. An easy S. One of Pixar's most emotional films of the past 10 years. This is such a hard hitter. I don't even need to explain why this is an S tier. Just going there. Onward. Underrated movie. It's like middle of the pack for me. It's okay. It was underrated, definitely. Not many people talk about Onward, but if I can't compare it to these movies that are in A or S tier because it's not even close. These movies just overthrow it by a long shot. So yeah, Onward gets a B. Soul, I actually really enjoyed Soul, I'm being honest. It gets an A tier for me, mainly because I love the whole like afterlife idea that they put into this film. Like this whole like soul world thing. I really liked it, honestly. And I do know that did this movie go premiere theaters? I don't think it did. I just I just had a better experience watching Onward than I did The Good Dinosaur. That's just me. But yeah, Soul, very underrated movie, especially when they because they made this during the pandemic. So props to Pixar. But yeah, A tier for Soul. Luca, I'm kind of mixed on Luca. I'm being honest. Oh, it was in theaters. Soul was in theaters. Oh, fuck! I didn't know. In my opinion, it's like middle A tier, top of A tier for me. It's definitely not like up there. It's definitely not up here with like these movies, but it's close. All right. Luca, I'm mixed on this one, honestly. It wasn't bad by any means, but it wasn't as good as these ones. Like these like some of these B tier ones. It's either bottom B tier, top of C tier. War crimes are gonna be committed. Why? Because I put Onward over The Good Dinosaur, dude. Come on, it's an opinion. Honestly, I didn't have the best experience watching Luca. I thought it was okay. Yeah, yeah, that's why I thought that Soul wasn't didn't release in theaters. Yeah, I didn't think it released in theaters because it came out like what 2021, and that was during COVID. In my opinion, Luca gets a B. These more recent movies are kind of hard to rank because I've only ever seen like these movies like once or twice. Turning Red's the same way, man. I only watched this once. Oh, hold on, guys. My mom is here. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back again. All right, so hold on. I'm gonna make a few changes here. I'm putting Luca in C, putting Good Dinosaur in B. That's the first thing I'm gonna change here. All right, now we have Turning Red. I only watched this once. Forgettable experience. So, Turning Red, very forgettable, man. I giving it a fucking C. I don't care. This was forgettable as fuck. All right. I don't need to explain why this movie was kind of weird. All right, next up is Lightyear. Uh, Lightyear was okay. It was cool. It was cool seeing it was cool seeing Lightyear it was cool seeing Buzz. Like how Buzz Lightyear came to be. But the whole plot twist with Zurg being a different version of Buzz was so fucking stupid. That alone, that alone puts this at D. I just didn't. The movie wasn't necessarily bad. It was just it was like a few elements in this movie that really just put it down there. All right, next up is Elemental, underrated movie, B tier. This is not that bad at all. I'm being honest. It's a cool concept. Elements living in a massive city, and everyone being separated into different groups. It's kind of like races being separated. It's interesting. Underrated concept. I liked it. B tier. Elio is the one movie from Pixar I have not watched. I have not watched Elio. So for the meantime, I'll just put it in B, in middle of the pack. All right. So that is my Pixar movie tier list. I will stand by my opinions for all these. There is, I'll admit, like 90% of these movies are not bad at all and are extremely well done. All right. So there we go. All right, guys. So one more tier list. I'll do one more tier list before I end the stream. So what should we do for our final tier list? All right, all right, guys. What tier list should I do for the final tier list of the stream? Dinosaurs? Nah, nah. Something different. Something different, guys. Not doing a dinosaur tier list. But if I don't see anything else, then you know what? Fuck it, I will. Dinosaur tier list. Alright, fine. We'll do a dinosaur tier list. Only thing is, guys, I barely know like species of dinosaurs, so y'all might need to help me out on this one. Oh no. This one actually has the names of the dinosaurs, so I can actually do this accurately. Alright. So I'll put this in presentation mode. Hold on a second. Alright. Here we go. The final tier list of the stream, a dinosaur tier list. Alright, so first off is the T-Rex. I'll admit, the T-Rex is one of my favorites. But, oh, S or A? I'm kind of conflicted on this one. Yeah, I'm kind of conflicted on where I put T-Rex at. You know what? I'll give T-Rex S. I'll give T-Rex S. I don't care. The T-Rex is one of the most well-known dinosaurs today in modern culture, so I will always love the T-Rex. Alright, Pterodactyl. I'm thinking this might be an A for me. I always love flying creatures. Hmm. Yeah, I'll give Pterodactyl an A. I do love the way this dinosaur does look. I love flying creatures, but it can't beat the cool, like, massive size of a T-Rex and the cool, like, how cool a T-Rex looks. So, yeah. A tier for Pterodactyl. This one is the Pariosaurolophus. The Pariosaurolophus. I probably butchered that, but anyways, the silhouette here. Y'all know what this one is? Also, there's 7 people watching. I mean, yeah, I was thinking I botched it. I was thinking I botched it. Either way, this dinosaur, I do love the silhouette of how it looks. I don't know much about this species of dinosaur in particular, but I'll give it an A. I'll give it an A. It looks nice from the silhouette alone. The Stegosaurus is a B for me. I do know this. I do know the Stegosaurus. It's an interesting dinosaur, but it's a B. It's like middle of the pack. Parasaurolophus. Oh, that's how you pronounce it. All right. Well, thank you for that. Okay, iguano iguanodon. Pretty sure I got that right. This is another A tier. Again, love how it looks. It's another one of those like definitely agile dinosaurs from like you can just tell from the how it looks alone. Plesios Plesio or Ples what is it? Pleslo Pleslosaurus. Yeah, Pleslosaurus. This is definitely one of those water dinosaurs, one of those ocean dinosaurs. I can just tell from from the feet on it. Looks interesting. I'll give it a B. Now, I don't know what this next one is. I can't really tell what this one is. Does anyone know how to pronounce that one? So I don't butcher it again. Okay, Pachycephalosaurus or Pachycephallosaurus. It's a bald dinosaur. Oh, okay. It kind of looks like a grandma, if I'm being honest. C. All right, Velociraptor. That's a fucking S all day. I will always love the raptor dinosaurs. They always look so cool. I've also loved them in like every single dinosaur movie ever made, especially Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. I'll always love the Velociraptor. Um, An- what's this one? Ankylosaurus. Looks like a dinosaur version of a tortoise. Hard shell B tier. Triceratops. Another one that I do know very well. That's an A tier. The Triceratops is a very interesting dinosaur. I also love the horn right on the front of its head. All right, next one is Dilophosaurus. Yeah, Dilophosaurus. Yeah, I don't know this dinosaur that well. It looks big. Land Before Time. Oh yeah, right. That movie. I do not know much about this dinosaur. It does look interesting though. It does. So I'll give this one an A. Brachio or Bronchiosaurus. Love this dinosaur. I love how huge this one is. And also the long ass neck. Spinosaurus, that's getting an A. Another dinosaur that I do know quite well. The the Carnotaurus. The Carnotaurus looks like a more agile version of a T-Rex kind of. A bit more of like a smaller and agile version of a T-Rex if you put them side to side, kind of. But I definitely like this design. So, S tier. And then Diplodocus or Diplodonculus. I think that's what the meme comes from. Yeah, this Diplodocus. This is basically like a much like wider, like a much like longer version of the Brachiosaurus. I do like how it looks though. Also, massive ass tail too. Um, I'll give this one an A. So there we go. That's my dinosaur tier list. Probably the most random tier list I've ever done, but that was actually kind of fun. Nothing goes into D tier because there's not like one bad dinosaur on here. All right, there we go.